call the City Commission meeting of June 24th to order, and first order of business, do the Pledge of Allegiance. Lisa, would you mind doing roll call for us?
Benson. Brunick.
Here.
Sarda. Here. Hanoff.
Here.
Minor. Mosier.
Here.
Villanueva.
Present.
Weber.
Here.
Mayor Schramm. Here. City Manager Leon.
Here.
City Attorney Denherter.
Here.
Before you have the minutes of the special budget work session regular meeting of June 10th, 2024, what is the pleasure of the commission?
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those approving those minutes, say aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Minutes approved. I need someone to acknowledge or what to do with the schedule of the bills.
I'll make a motion to pay the bills.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Mosier.
Aye.
Villanueva.
Aye.
Weber.
Aye.
Brunick.
Aye.
Sarda.
Aye.
Hanoff. Mayor Schramm.
Aye. We will pay the bills. Moving on to the city manager report.
Thank you, Honorable Mayor, members of the commission and public. Couple things for you tonight. I'm going to pass around and then I'll pass it back to the other side. An invitation that you received this morning. We had a member of the Meridian District come and want to invite you to a meeting regarding the bid district that's being proposed. That meeting's on Tuesday. I did email it to you all, and I emailed it to the media because we have to give notice if, there might be a quorum of folks there, but they were interested in making sure that you all saw it and wanted acknowledgement of that. So if they want to come back and take a look, you're also handed the paper invite there, but that is in your email. That meeting is tomorrow evening if folks are interested in attending. Want to talk with you about the sales tax numbers that I believe you received last week. So good month, all 3 pennies. We were up 4.27%, which makes our year-to-date 5.11%. In terms of the triple B, not surprising, we had a real strong month in May, up 7%, which brings that cumulative difference up almost 4% to 3.8%. So that's certainly the direction that we want to be headed and the direction that we would like to end the year on as well. Want to ask, just heard today that for Commissioners Brunick and Weber, and also for Mayor Mason, the previous dates that the county was looking to get together with us and visit with us about the juvenile detention center will no longer work for some of the county folks. So they're looking at either the 22nd of July or the 23rd, Monday or Tuesday. So I thought I would ask you all at one point together, and then try to get the staff here in line after that. Jean's gone, so that'd be easier than to kind of query everybody. For us, really, that Mondays probably works the best, but I'm not sure if anyone has a preference. You can email me or shoot me a text too. Trying to get that scheduled with the county. Want to visit with you all a little bit about local flooding. So I did have a conversation today with Paul Scherschlicht. On Friday, he called together the EOC, and so many of us staff were there to talk about how we might need to respond. Fortunately, Martin Creek did its job. While we do have some low water crossings that need some cleanup to be addressed, we were very fortunate in that we did not get the predicted rain that we could have, and we're in pretty good shape here in town. Now, that's not to say that's the case everywhere in the county. So according to Paul, he believed that the James River will crest either Tuesday evening or early Wednesday morning. That timeline has kind of changed, but I know there's some issues in the smaller communities in our county as well as in some of the county roads. So there is a website, a link on the county website where folks can look at, see what roads are impacted. And just a reminder to everyone here in the city, if there's a road blocked off, it's for a reason. If there's water on the road, you shouldn't try to pass. And we'll certainly be willing to assist. I know emergency services has had to assist already on a couple incidents, but we're certainly willing to assist the county if things turn out worse for them. So lots of places impacted around the region as well, so we'll see if that impacts any of our deliveries or anything like that. From the Parks Department, late this afternoon, in case anyone gets any calls, texts, or emails, the splash pad at the Meridian Plaza pump is not working. So Chris in Parks has ordered a new valve for the pump, which is the issue. He's having it shipped. Should be here in a couple days. Then we'll get that repaired and hopefully get it up and going. But it's just a common theme in my life that I can't get water where I want it, and I do get water where I don't want it, so I don't know. But they're working on that with the parks. So unless there's questions of me, Mayor, I'll let you get to your business.
Thank you, City Manager. Any questions? Yes.
Amy, question, because I think we don't meet again until after July 4th. Have we published like the garbage routes and the holiday schedule for around?
Yes, thank you for the reminder, Commissioner Mosier. So City Hall is closed and city offices are closed on the 4th and the 5th. We are treating it much like we treat Thanksgiving, I believe, where we collect Thursday routes on Wednesday. So Wednesday, Thursday will be double routes. The guys will come in and collect on Friday. So if you're a Friday solid waste or recycling, still plan for the 5th. Transfer station will also be open on the 5th in the morning as well as on Saturday. And we'll have our morning hours on Saturday like we normally do. So the only one that's really affected will be the Thursday route, folks. Thank you.
Yeah, and then a follow-up to that, I guess. Obviously, July 4th, fireworks, July 5th, some events and things going on. Where's the best place for people to go to see all of the activities as tied to what we're doing around the holiday?
Well, Riverside Park will be the best place to see it, but no, to find out all the information, all the events, Parks and Rec Department Facebook page or cityofyankton.org. There's a list of things going on. We've got the fireworks, we've got the drone show, we've got music throughout that 2-day span, and so there's plenty of information there for people, as well as if you are interested, you can also pop on there and start seeing our future events, which we have, as you know, Music at the Meridian and some other things coming up. Small celebration called Riverboat Days, which we like to help out with too. So lots of good information on our website.
Thank you. Any other questions for the City Manager? Okay. We'll move on to public appearances. This is a time for anyone that would like to address the City Commission on something that is not on the agenda. If you would like to do so, please head to the podium. Okay. Don't see anyone moving. So we're going to move on to the consent agenda. Before you have 6 items on the consent agenda. What is the pleasure of the commission?
Move the consent agenda.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor of, or any discussion on that? Okay. None. All those in favor of moving the consent agenda, say aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Okay. Consent agenda is approved. Move on to old business. Number 1 is consideration of memorandum 24-136 regarding the request for a new retail on-off-sale malt beverage and South Dakota farm wine license effective July 1st, 2024 from Courtney Erickson, DBA Corky K Bites, LLC at 101 Douglas Avenue. What is the pleasure of the commission?
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion, a second. Any discussion? Anyone from the public? Roll call.
Villanueva,
Aye.
Weber,
Aye.
Brunick,
Aye.
Sarda,
Aye.
Hanoff,
Aye.
Mosier,
Aye.
Mayor Schram.
Aye. Motion carries. Number 2 is consideration of memorandum 24-137 regarding the request for special on-sale liquor licenses from Ben's Brewing Company for Music and the Meridian dates at Riverside Park, July 4th and July 5th. What is the pleasure of the commission?
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? Or excuse me, anyone from the public? And discussion? Seeing none. All those in favor, say aye. Oh, I'm sorry. This is not one of those. I don't know what I'm doing. Roll call, please.
Weber,
Aye.
Brunick,
Aye.
Sarda,
Aye.
Hanoff,
Aye.
Mosier,
Aye.
Villanueva,
Aye.
Mayor Schram.
Aye, motion carries. Moving on to new business. Item number 1 is memorandum number 24-139, recommending the adoption of resolution 24-31, designating removal agencies for the city of Yankton. What is the pleasure of commission?
Move the memorandum.
Second. We have a motion and a second. Any discussion from the commission?
Well,
Yeah,
I'd like-
oh, sorry. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
we're talking about the tow list, right?
Yep.
And we're,
Correct.
I think for many years, up until the 90s, we just had 2 services on the tow list. Then from the 90s up until it just recently expired, we had 3. I have heard from one of the current companies as to, he wonders if there's enough business to go around by adding, in this case, it looks like 2 more. And I'm not sure how many times a year these services are called on. I'd be interested to know that number. What's a normal year as far as times you have to call one of these services?
We'll let Chief Foote shed a little light onto the history of the towing services and then also the regularity of which we need to have some help from them.
Thank you. I'm going to tell you right now, I do not know, like off the top of my head, how often we call. We do use them for removal of abandoned vehicles. We use them for tows after an arrest, or we take somebody out of their vehicle and we can't leave the vehicle on the street or maybe in somebody's on somebody's property. So regularly we use these services. Currently they are on call for a week and then they rotate out. There's 3 companies that are on call: MW, Gary's, and Pro Auto. And then Ready Towing has been a backup for when we can't get the others. In 2020, when we went away from the contract and just named these 3 agencies as our tow companies with Ready Towing as a backup, we were having an issue with getting tow agencies to respond. We still have an issue with tow agencies responding at times. One of our most important times when we need tow agencies, we have one that is consistent, and that's during snow emergencies. We have one consistent agency, the rest are not. One refuses at all to come out. So if it's on call, we automatically notify the other one. We have an opportunity with a new company coming into town to add and relieve some of that stress, I guess, on officers when they can't get a tow agency to come. If you have to call Ready Towing out of Vermillion, it's a half an hour. And we don't have time a lot to sit on a vehicle for a half an hour.
So Chief, on that, are you looking at then, you talked about the 3 MW, Gary's and Pro Auto is the ones that you recycle through. I see there's a Stockton in here now that's also Yankton. Are you looking to add to the rotation, or is Stockton going to be a backup even before you call Ready? Or what does that look like? Because you said you have the 3 that you rotate, so I was curious.
So when I began this with Stockton contacting us and asking if they could become part of the rotation, I did call the local tow companies and let them know that yes, we're looking at adding a 4th. So it'd be every tow company will be on every fourth week. So and Ready Towing will maintain that emergency, nobody's available type of thing. We need somebody.
You mentioned like snow routes and things like that. Is it also accidents? Are you responsible for getting the tows for accidents, or is that at an owner or somebody else's?
Accidents, we will call, we'll use our on-call tow list unless the owner of the vehicle requests a specific towing company. So if you were involved in an accident and you had a relationship with one of the other towing companies, but a different was on call, we would call the one that you asked for, not the one that was on call. If there is no preference, we use on call.
So question, if they don't answer, do you just go to the person or the tow company that was the next week then? And just
Correct.
continue on?
Yes.
Okay. So they have an opportunity.
Correct.
As I recall, Chief, this was changing to the system was a request from the officers because they were having a hard time, the on-duty sergeants were having a hard time getting folks. And when we're especially doing a snow tow, they like to notify people, they try to notify people, but ultimately the plows are set to start and we got to get those cars off the street.
Yes. Issues with towing companies not being available was one of the main reasons. And actually, ending the contract was actually from talking to some of the towing agencies itself.
Little history, if I may. Back in 2020, that's technically when the agreements had expired. And we were having difficulty getting any of the towing agencies to willingly agree to sign back up. And we were having a heck of a time with the agreements. And it wasn't always the same reason as far as why the companies didn't want to be part of it. But we couldn't get them to sign up, and when they were signed up under the contract, we couldn't get them to respond. So the law simply requires the city have an approved list of towing agencies, but it's just their going rate, and if they're willing to show up, in almost every instance, the owner has to foot that bill anyway. So it's, for us, it was a matter of practicality, just making sure we had people who would respond, period. So we essentially just approved the list of all of the companies that were willing to tow for the city back in 2020. So what we're doing now is just simply adding one more local agency to that list.
So then have the others have already signed, so if they didn't sign up or haven't signed up, are they signed up now then? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, there isn't any agreements. It's
Okay.
just we as the city has approved the law refers to as towing agencies.
Okay.
So it's just a precondition of having somebody tow for a city.
Okay, thank you.
Any other discussion from the city commission on this item?
Mayor, I do have a representative of Stockton Towing here if you did want to communicate with them at all.
If one of you wouldn't mind heading to the podium and state your name and who you're with and where you live.
Hi, my name is Chad Peters, and I'm with Stockton Towing. Stockton Towing is headquartered out of Sioux City, Iowa. And we've got locations in Sioux City, Starting Bluff, Elk Point, Vermillion, Yankton, Mars, and Cherokee, and Sioux Falls. A little background on Stockton Towing, and I don't mean to take too much of your time because I know it's important, but we were started in 2013 in Sioux City, Benmar, Stockton, with 2 trucks. As of today, our safety director is here, Kurt. We
I am curious, do you partner or work with the police departments in your other communities?
We do. We work very closely with the Iowa State Patrol, Woodbury County Sheriff's Department, Lamar's Police, Plymouth County Sheriff's Office, a variety of different law enforcement agencies, all of that.
How many full-time rigs do you have here in Yankton?
Two. Yes. And they're medium-duty roll-backs.
And you will respond during inclement weather like snow, all that stuff? And how often do you actually not respond to a call? Does that happen very often, would you say?
We call those people former employees.
Fair enough.
That's, I'm not kidding, that's the expectation. And I have seen this, Kurt will vouch for me, on a law enforcement call, I have seen guys run out of our building, get in the truck to leave. That's the priority is there, and that's the expectation. All of our trucks are equipped with forward-facing and driver-facing sensor cameras, recording events, so we keep track of everybody who's where. We use software that's nationally used in the tow industry called Towbook. It keeps track of all of our billing, where our assets are at, what we've used, photographs of the vehicle that we're gonna tow, pre and post load, and all the notes are in there. It's very easy for the driver to get a call on the phone, the location comes up, they go there, take photographs of the casualty, load it, unload it, take photographs, and then deliver it. That's the expectation. Sometimes we miss the mark, but that's the expectation.
Any other comments or questions from the commission? Thank you for taking the time to come speak to us.
Thank you.
Would anyone else from the public want to speak on behalf of this item? Okay, we have a motion and a second from the commission. Any further discussion? Roll call.
Brunick,
Aye.
Sarda,
Aye.
Hanoff,
Aye.
Mosier,
Aye.
Villanueva,
Aye.
Weber,
Aye.
Mayor Schram.
Aye, motion carries. Moving on to item number 2 under new business is consideration of memorandum 24-140, which is an introduction, first reading, and established July 8th as the date for public hearing to consider ordinance number 1081, which is rezoning from an industrial to B3 central business in lots 1 through 4, part of lot 5 and part lots 16, 18, in all of block 49 Lower Yankton Addition downtown area. I'm looking for an introduction.
Introduced.
Okay. Moving on to number 3. It's consideration of memorandum 24-141, which is also a rezoning ordinance for an industrial to B2 highway business in the Poly subdivision, city of Yankton, address 1718 Walnut Street. Larry and Margaret Hesse are the owners.
Introduced.
Thank you. Moving on to number 4, consideration of memorandum 24-142 regarding resolution 24-32, which is an owner petitioned annexation request for lot H1, which is out in the southwest quarter, the southeast quarter of section 2, township 93, range 56, west of the 5th prime meridian. All the fancy legal description. What is the decision of the commission?
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Anyone from the public? Roll call.
Sarda,
Aye.
Hanoff,
Aye.
Mosier,
Aye.
Villanueva,
Aye.
Weber,
Aye.
Brunick,
Aye.
Mayor Schram.
Aye, motion carries. And the last item under new business is consideration of memorandum 24-143, recommending the commission authorize the purchase of 60 LED post-top lantern fixture replacements for the historic lights on 4th Street from Hall of Fame for the amount of $97,764. What is the pleasure of the commission?
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Anyone from the public? Roll call.
Hanoff,
Aye.
Mosier,
Aye.
Villanueva,
Aye.
Weber,
Aye.
Brunick,
Aye.
Sarda,
Aye.
Mayor Schram.
Aye, motion carries. Moving on to section 5, other business. We have no other business slated for the city commission. Is there anyone from the commission that would like to state anything? Okay, at this moment, we'd like to adjourn into executive session to discuss contractual matters under SDCL 1 dash.
It's actually,
Did I miss something?
it's actually for potential litigation.
Oh, I'm sorry, did I say that wrong?
We had a laundry list.
What's that?
I have it under the agenda as contractual, so I would disagree with the city attorney on that. However, he is the city attorney, so
Yeah, so we have, basically, the published agenda shows all of the reasons we could. So I just wanted to clarify, it's actually
okay.
for discuss potential litigation.
Okay. Noted. Thank you, Ross. What is the pleasure of the commission?
So moved. Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Anyone from the public? Roll call. No, excuse me. All those in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Okay, we are headed into executive session. Thank you all for coming.